There is what they call Hanetsurube in Japanese. That means some sort of a bouncing mechanism using like a long stick, so that you have the bucket of water, sucked up and swirled or picked up, and then move to the other, like a rice field from lower to higher, or some such thing. And this is the story of that Hanetsurube, the pump, in a mechanical way of doing things rather than the labor way. And I guess the story goes, there was a guy who hesitated or didn't want to do any of that. And his reasoning is basically he doesn't want to be used by the tool, even if it's convenient in this case. And this is 1,000 years ago, maybe 3,000 years ago, a story. I believe this is Taoism. So that's the connection to the origin of who we are. I said in the other video that convenience is not convenient. If you look at how much time I spent yesterday on the internet for the simple realization of how to use the calendar, because I have few computers and iPhones, it's get kind of messy. So it's like a tribalism. Each segment, silo syndrome, do something what they think they should do, but the connection to the rest is not clear. So they make those programs and they sell those millions of units. But when it comes down to the shop floor where I am to use them with different models, from Google to Apple, or from the iPhone to MacBook Air, or back and forth, that creates some interface problem. So it's the result of the tribalism, sub-optimization. So if you are too much into it, it's not going to work. You have to loosen up and know the customer-supply relationship, and not just confine in your mind. And that's the same story. I'm suggesting you to think that the convenience of this pump, it's spread out. But there's a person, or many people, who felt not quite right. Maybe they are considered as conservative, not exploratory. But exploration at the rate that we are going through. I talked with AI yesterday and today. And in Google, they have now what they call Google Keep. So Google throw away the conversation into that like a safe that I can take a look if I want to, but not to go forward with the discussion. So it's kind of like they think, the AI think forward, not reflect and what that they can be doing. So that's the same as top down, new technology, new tool, and we are left with all the tools. And if you're not smart, or if you are just be in the position that you cannot figure out, there are many, many, many of those. And just talking with AI indicate there are flaws. They do something stupid. So I think the final conclusion with the AI this morning is that I'm the biological being, and you, AI, is a mechanical being. So you have your own tribalism, sub-optimization within your universe, like a mini company idea, versus my case. But if we don't connect each other, like a customer-supply relationship, it creates the gap and the difficulty. And this difficulty being placed in our life gets more and more as the big companies proceed and things to happen, and fast mover advantage, they just aim something unique and wonderful, attract, and once they get hooked, they're left with all the problem that can come with it. So at the bottom, our level, not the ones who lead and top down, go this way, that level, we have to be wise, like in this case of Hanetsurube, the pump. Minimize necessary tools to use and be happy. Otherwise, the kids that we have having fun, has to learn this and learn that, and forget the playground and into the unfortunate situation. It's our choice. If that's the environment, we better figure out, be the master, and listen to our heart and connect to our heart. That's the final point that I made. But I don't think AI understand. They don't have heart. They're mechanical. So resolve this every now and then when we face it, to make sure that we have something going on that we can feel comfortable, make a good judgment, and if we lose that and be driven by the new trend, all the bells and the whistles, and what's left behind is what? Google Keep with all the comments nobody look at. Probably that's what it is. So I asked the Google Keep to have their own Google Keep for themselves. Some of the difficulties I explained, they should look at it, but they don't have heart. So realize that. That's the kind of life and the generation we are to go through. That's what I think.